You're still watching News Today on Joy News. Former Power Minister Dr. Kwabena Donkor says he has no problem with the government listing some parts of the energy sector on the stock exchange, but it should not be GridCo, which he says is the most profitable. He also believes GridCo is the brain of power production and therefore must be protected by the government.
Report.
He argued that if the move is in relation to restructuring the power sector, the Volta River Authority should rather be listed on the stock exchange. Speaking to me earlier on News Desk, Dr. Kwabena Donkor explained GridCo is still a viable and critical asset in the power sector.
It is the least. But critically, GridCo is the brain, the nerve center of the national distribution system.
But before you even go into that, we also know that GridCo is unable to make money. In fact, our sources there tell us that ECG owes them huge sums of money, and for a very long time, the repayment of ECG back to GridCo has been less than 60%.
I think the argument is flawed. If we say...
And these are people within GridCo.
Yes, excuse me. I think the argument is flawed. If you say on one hand, GridCo is unable to make money, and then on the other hand, it's unable to make money because ECG owes GridCo, that is neither here nor there. The challenge then is ECG, not GridCo. But
GridCo distributes the power, sells it to ECG.
No.
ECG is unable to collect money.
Technically, no. GridCo does not distribute power. We have two distribution companies in Ghana. We have ECG and we have NEDCO. And then there is a small private entity that does limited distribution. That is Enclave Power.
But it still sells power to ECG.
GridCo does not sell power. That is all I'm saying. GridCo does not sell power. GridCo transmits. It hauls power. It's only a transporting agent. And it is paid for performing a transporting duty. It does not sell power.
But it still says that it is owed and it's unable to make money.
Because for every middle person, entity that wheels power, which is a technical word we use, it is paid a service fee for wheeling the power. It's like the Kayoyi who carries your shopping from the market to your vehicle. That person does not sell the product to you. That person performs a service and you pay the person for a service. That is what GridCo, and that is why GridCo is different from all the other entities. Because in some jurisdictions, GridCo's equivalent, the distribution company, the grid company is not even listed on GPS in some jurisdictions because it is seen as a security. If you want to attack the power system of Ghana, if there has to be sabotage, the worst place that can happen will be GridCo.
But the other argument is that listing a company on the stock is not outright sale.
No one has said outright sale.
Yes, so if you bring in the security bits, it seems that you're selling it completely and anybody can just attack you.
Look, no. If you list a company, you are subjecting the company to the rigors of the private sector. And the number one remit of a private sector entity is profit, pure and simple. The other strategic security considerations will be downgraded, if any at all. So you are putting the profit motive before anything else. And if you look at the sector, let's not take GridCo in isolation. If it is to raise money, or if it is to subject an entity to the most rigorous of management practices, then GridCo is not the entity. For example, I will agree with His Excellency the President when he says VRA should be put on the stock exchange.
And it is one of those...
Yes, I will agree, but not even VRA has two broad divisions, not even the hydro. The thermal, remember when I was minister, I set up a committee to advise me on the splitting of VRA into two. VRA historically has been a hydro entity, and it is world class.
Now, disease has sucked energy out of her legs and she slumped from using crutches to crawling on her limbs, supported by a wheelchair. As if that is not enough, her first child is losing his sight. That's the fate of a woman who was widowed after her husband was knocked down and killed by a hit-and-run driver. 35-year-old Beatrice Story is physically challenged, jobless and abandoned by her external family. Love FM's Beatrices Story traveled to Adanse at Tobiase in the Ashanti region to see Beatrice, who now relies on public benevolence to cater for her 3 children.
It is a plight of a crippled widow with 3 mouths to feed. She caught the attention of Isaac Enin, a teacher who sought support from Love FM to tell her story.
Got a sympathy for her purposely in terms of feeding.
So I made a trip to Adanse Atobiase to meet Beatrice. The best description of her, perhaps, is a helpless mother watching helplessly as her children starve and denied all the basic needs in life. The woman herself needs help. Close relatives have, since the death of her laborer husband, abandoned her. Beatrice lives on the magnanimity of well-meaning people who provide food for her and the children on good days. On a bad day, she tells me her children drink water for supper. A cockerel pecked her elder son's eye whilst sleeping as a baby. She could not seek medical care because there was no money to pay for the bills. Collins is now blind in one eye as a result.
My mother told me a cockerel pecked me in the eye when I was a little boy. I have to go very close to the blackboard in the classroom to be able to see what is written so I can copy. Sometimes I stay away from school because of the pain. I feel some burning sensation in the eye. Even as I speak, I feel it. If I am well, I can stay in school and learn to be able to take care of my parents in future. I want to be an optometrist to help people with similar conditions.
Doctor, this one was in eye clinical. The same penny was
Beatrice gives more insight into how they survive.
I starve on many occasions and rather give them the money I receive from philanthropists. I save part of this amount to pay their school fees.
I
can start charcoal business with 400 Ghana cedis.
4 million no between the Fabidi or Mofano.
So this small single room with no windows is where this woman sleeps with her 3 children. The children sleep on a bare floor here with some few clothes, and she sleeps on a bed here. Reporting for Joy News, Erastus Asaredonko, Adanse Atobiase.
Quite a sad story there. Moving on, the Buipe Bridge remains closed for the 4th day running for repair works. The northern regional town is a strategic point connecting the 3 regions of the north to the rest of the country. So how is the closure affecting lives in the area? Joy News' Justice Bedu is currently on assignment in the area and has sent us this report.
A town that heavily relies on petty trading, now with a business slump for the next 3 weeks at least. Buipe's location makes it the ideal gateway to northern Ghana, and this bridge over the Black Volta is the only passage route here.
Highways normally project how much they should get for the year, and rather unfortunate, just beginning of the year with the second month, this thing has occurred. So exactly it has affected the highways projection in terms of revenue for the government. But I think we cannot do anything about it because this thing has been a problem and it has been solved. So there hasn't been any problem. From the way the drivers were complaining, general public was complaining, because from the way things are, it realized that this bridge had been constructed for the past 50 years, meaning that its lifespan has gone beyond, and therefore it needs at least a period that it should program the service that it should be maintained, and that is why brought in the repair works on it.
Underneath the bridge, men are hard at work, now doing maintenance work that should have been done routinely.
This is a strategic bridge, not just for the 3 regions in northern Ghana, but even for neighboring countries like Burkina Faso and Togo, because this is where most of the goods from ports like Tema and Takoradi come through. The slow traffic here as a result of the bridge is also a major boost for trade here. And as it remains closed, so too it seems are businesses here.
I am calling on the leaders to be more enthusiastic about the bridge and repair it quickly for us, because it's really affecting our business. The problem we are facing now is we can't sell as many items when the bridge is closed, and this is slowing down our business.
The alternative route, apart from this bridge, which goes through the Brongahaf regional town of Wenchi and Sola in the northern region, would almost double travel times for drivers. And so many would rather wait until it's open. And stranded travelers are the ones paying the price for that. The Ghana Highway Authority estimates repair works to go on until March 8th. Until then, traders and commuters would have to wait. The situation here makes it urgent for government to invest in alternative routes linking northern Ghana and the south, like the Eastern Corridor Road, which could reduce traffic on this route and also open up this part of the country for development. Justice Bedu, Joy News, Buipe.
To the Volta region now, where the Hohoi Police Divisional Command has discovered a large cannabis cultivation hub in the Afajato South District of that region. The Cannabis Plantation, which is located at Nyeve or Obeda Samoa village, a small farming community about 3 kilometers drive from the Koluenu, measures over 30 acres. Joy News' Fred Kwame Asare was with the team and filed the following report.
A police team of about 62 men, made up of officers from the Hohoi Divisional Command and the regional SWAT team, invaded the plantation in the early hours of Wednesday. Apparently, a greater portion of youth in the community engaged in illegal cultivation of cannabis, considering the size of the plantation discovered. According to police intelligence, the plantation belongs to different individuals who have cultivated corn to serve as boundaries to their respective farms. The farmers have also strategically laid pipes from a nearby stream to the plantation to irrigate the cannabis, enabling all year-round cultivation. The police team, led by ACP Ayi Martin, discovered 4 water pumps, pesticides and fertilizers at 4 hamlets, which serve as resting places for the farmers. The police team was able to destroy and set ablaze about 35% of the plantation and arranged to visit at a later date to destroy the rest and further scout for more of such plantations. There were no arrests as farmers fled when the police got there. The Hohoi Divisional Police Commander, ACP Ayi Martin, disclosed that the operation forms part of the Volta Regional Police Command's intention to clamp down on illegal cannabis cultivation. He assured that though no individual has been identified as the owner of the plantation, he would work hard with opinion leaders in the community until corporate
do the destruction.
That's it here on News Today, and when we come back, Emmanuel Abuajiriafe will join us with the latest in business, including the second edition of the Ghana CEO Summit, which has been launched in Accra. Don't go away.